Sweetheart, you can say period. It's not a bad word. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Today's video is a little bit extra and a little bit special, and I say that because I do upload my period stories once a month, but this one is Halloween themed in honor of it literally being Halloween in like a week. So happy spooky times. Here's some actual blood to make it all better. Right? Wrong. Anyways, if you guys do want to see more videos like this, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Also follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter so you can be in my videos just like this one. And of course, if you want to see more, subscribe for more. But enough about that, I am ready to jump into these because these are already bloody as can be. So this is going to be very fun. Not really, but we're gonna pretend. I mean, I guess since these are like technically Halloween period stories, I can put my pumpkins back up. Now we're ready. Me and my family were trick-or-treating and I was an angel and I was on my period. So I went up to a house to ask for candy and I started to bleed. Well, you know what? I guess now instead of an angel, you're the devil. So it all kind of worked out in a weird twisted way. And technically speaking, the devil was once an angel, so you could be like, I'm an angel, transform me into the devil. You know? We gotta think about stuff like this. You're welcome. Life hacks. I dressed up as Bloody Mary because I had a weird obsession with playing that game. We went out trick-or-treating on Halloween and I had a cold, so I sneezed multiple times. I was wearing a white dress and guess what? I got my period. But I didn't change the costume because I thought it looked cool, so I walked around with real blood. Honestly, you are pretty raw and pretty hardcore for rocking that outfit with real blood. Who's to say it's period blood? You could be like,
I'm just so raw that this is like blood of my victims.
Actually, that's a little bit creepy. Don't do that. Never mind. I got too carried away. I forgot that we have laws and stuff, so ignore me. We had a Halloween dance and I got my girl thing. Sweetheart, you can say period. It's not a bad word. My friend went as Cinderella wearing her mom's wedding dress that she wanted to also wear on her wedding day. We were taking pictures and while I was on her lap, the photographer brought in these flowers and I sneezed, getting my period all over her lap. Okay, first of all, why would anyone ever rock a wedding dress that they want to wear at their wedding at any other time other than the wedding? Because stuff like this can happen. This is why we don't do that. But you know what? Maybe if she gets married in like October, she can have like a Halloween wedding and then like the wedding dress has blood all over it. So think about it, guys. I got my period and linked onto a chair in class. My teacher yelled at me for getting my fake blood everywhere. She thought it was fake blood since I was a vampire. Honestly, these are all sounding like just really lucky situations. If it was outside of Halloween, this would suck. Obviously, if you have blood on your butt, for example, you don't have a good excuse for that. But since it's Halloween, you have an amazing excuse for everything.
Yeah, that's like my fake gooey blood. Oh my god, sorry.
And no one knows the truth. Once I was a zombie cheerleader for Halloween, but since I was in a rush to go trick-or-treating, I forgot to put on the fake blood. When me and my best friend, my crush, were holding hands running, my crush dropped his bucket and when he went to grab the bucket of candy, his hand brushed against my leg and said, "Oh, I thought you didn't have enough time to put on blood." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He pointed at my leg and I saw blood dripping everywhere. When I turned around, there was a trail of blood. Obviously, it turned out I was on my period. I told him that I didn't have enough time to put it on my face. He believed me, but to make things worse, I was so embarrassed that I farted. Well, on the bright side, he has no idea that that was your period blood. Unless he watches my videos, now he might have an idea. But you played that off really, really well. Homeboy had no idea that was genuine blood from down there. So it's fine. The only thing that kind of messed it up was you farting. But if he's a real one, he'll still love you. I was at a Halloween party one year, and it was supposed to be the biggest party of the year, and it was a costume one. So I decided to go as a dead bride. I was getting ready and putting my makeup and got my white lacy wedding dress. No fake blood on it at all. I went to the party and had been there for an hour when I knew. I looked down and there was a huge blood stain on the bottom and at the front of the dress. I instantly pulled my best friend over and told her. She told me that there were tampons in the bathroom and that she had a plan. She got some fruit punch and pretended to trip and spilled it on me. That is amazing. Shout out to your friend. She is a real one and that's the type of friend we deserve to have in our lives. I would never think of doing that. It's low-key genius. We love learning. Last year, I was trying on a fairy Halloween costume in a store. My mom points out a huge blood stain on the dress. I was having Niagara Falls at the time. So basically, I put the costume back and walked out of the store. Now I feel like a bad person. I love you too, and listen, honestly, I can't even lie. I probably would have done the same thing because that's just so embarrassing and it's like, oh my god, I really don't know what to do. But like the thing that sucks is someone tried that on. Or what if like someone bought that? I just can't imagine trying on a costume and seeing a blood stain on it. I honestly wouldn't know what to think. It could be a period, it could be a murder, you know? I went trick-or-treating with a group of friends and my crush happened to be one of them and I was a falling angel, so I had blood everywhere. So we took pictures and I sat on my crush's lap and got blood on him. He thought it was a fake blood and started pooping putting it on his face and his mouth because he was a vampire. Sorry, Joe Jonas? I'm not even gonna lie. That is disgusting. And we know this is disgusting because this man is over here literally tasting period blood and rubbing it all over his face. That is the most nastiest thing I've ever heard. And listen, please don't ever tell him. I feel like if you tell him, he would never live his life the same. It must be really tough to be Joe. I'm very curious. If this happened to you, would you tell your friend, hey, that's my real blood, or would you like not? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, so this one says, in middle school, we weren't allowed to use fake blood as part of our costumes. I had my period and bled through my costume in the middle of class, and the teacher, who is a woman, sent me to the office for violation of costume code. I don't know if this is like worse or better. Would you rather get embarrassed or get a violation? You know, it seems like they both suck. Also, let me know. I used my blood to decorate my Halloween poster because I was too lazy to get fake blood. That's really disgusting. I can't even pretend I'm not grossed out. What did you do? Did you just grab like a bloody tampon and you're over there with a paintbrush and you're like, happy Halloween? There is nothing happy about that. Also, I can't imagine how bad that would smell. But you know, it is a little bit scary and it is a little bit creepy and it sounds like some murder type of stuff, but that's just so nasty. So my friend and I were sitting in a tree at a local park, then a group of boys sat right under me. So I got up to move to another branch, but then my period decided to come at that moment. So then the blood dripped onto their heads and they were so confused. I blamed it on some of my makeup, then I ran home scared. I'm very curious as to what type of makeup you can blame it on, but that's not the point. The point of this is imagine just chilling under a tree and all of a sudden there is blood dripping on you. I would think there was like a dead body above me or something. Like period blood, obviously getting it anywhere in your body sucks. Imagine getting that stuff in your hair. Ugh. I was dressed as a ghost bride, so I was wearing a white dress and I was going to a party. My crush would be there. I didn't realize that I started my period until my crush came up to me and said the fake blood is still wet and proceeded to rub it in. To this day, I think he's kind of a creep as the blood was on my butt and he didn't hesitate. P.S. I love you too. P.S. Yeah, your crush is definitely a creep. Sir, did I give you consent to be rubbing my butt like that? Maybe I liked my blood wet. Who are you? Take me to dinner first. That is not cute. I was in a Halloween party and I bled through my costume into this guy's cup. Then the guy comes up and he drinks out of it not knowing there is period blood in it. I would have told him there was something, but I didn't know this was all happening at the same time. Anyways, the next day someone actually told him what happened and he fainted in front of the whole school. I would too. I would pass out, wake up, and pass out again. I'm trying to imagine how you accidentally bleed into someone's cup. So was his cup on the floor or are you just extremely tall and his cup was on a table and you're like 8 foot something and just bled into his cup? I feel for this kid. I hope he's doing well in life. I was going as a dead bride for Halloween and I was in a white dress. That seems to be a very common costume. Guys, stop wearing white. My period wasn't due for another few days, so I thought I would be fine. I wasn't. Just as we were about to leave the house for trick-or-treating, I looked in the mirror one last time to check my outfit and I had a red stain on the back of my dress. As I was a dead bride, I already had fake blood on the dress, so it completely blended in. The other day, my mom was going through my costume box and found it. She said she was giving it to a family friend so they could wear it for Halloween this year. I didn't say anything, and now my friend is wearing my period blood for Halloween. Oh gosh. Do you tell the friend or do you stay quiet? What would be the lesser evil? How do you tell someone that?
Hey, that dress looks amazing on you. Look at that period stain I left on it.
I feel like in this situation, I don't want to say I wouldn't say anything, but it's kind of like, what's the point of saying something if it blends in? Nasty but authentic. You know what? That's gonna be our comment for today. Hashtag nasty, because there's a whole lot of that in this video. I put my blood on my face because I was trying to make my zombie costume cooler at a Halloween party. Put anything else that's red on your face except your own period blood. So many germs and like bacteria and gross, and also your face must have smelled busted the whole night. Seriously, use some ketchup. That is so nasty. This one's gonna be the last one because I'm getting pretty scarred throughout these whole period Halloween stories. I got my period at a Halloween party. I have nothing to clean it up with, so I basically put it into a cup. I left it on the side where I was sitting, but I left because my friend needed me. I came back to see the cup was gone and my crush was drinking from it. I walked over to him and he said, "This tastes weird. Gee, I wonder why." Again, people drinking period blood. Disgusting. My main issue with this story is when you clean your period up, why is it in a cup? How does that happen? Because if you spill your period on the floor, it's a liquid. It's just on the floor. You can't scoop it up with a cup. It's on the floor. Did you literally clean it with a towel out and wring it into a cup? Why? That's also what homeboy gets for taking a cup that wasn't his. We never do that at parties. You never leave your cup alone. First of all, someone could drug you or someone could bleed in it. What's worse? I don't even know anymore. Honestly, after hearing about you guys' like worst period experiences on Halloween, all I can think about is how grateful I am to have never had my period on Halloween. Knock on wood, yikes. But honestly, it kind of sounds like the best thing ever to have your period on Halloween, because then you can just lie and say that blood is a part of your costume if something happens. So in reality, is it a blessing or a curse? Trick question, it's both. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you have your own Halloween period horror stories, go ahead and comment them down. Shout out of the week goes to Celeste, and you are Celeste.o on Instagram. Thank you so much. If you guys do want to be shout out of the week, just follow me on my Instagram and stay active. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this, I do upload period horror stories videos once a month, so you will see one next month. And if you want to see it, you should definitely subscribe for more. I'm just saying. Anyways, all that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye!